everyone. Welcome to the Sky Network Shows Season 5, Episode 6. Thank you for joining in. Let me see that if everybody is good. If you can hear me and my sound is good, I would just say hi in chat and let me know that all good so we can get started with the live. Meanwhile, let me check we are good on X as well. Hello everyone, dear community, how are you doing? How was your week? It has been a quite volatile week. Okay, so yes, we are good on X as well. Just say hi in the chat if anybody is there. Great. So last week has been quite informative week, or let's say it was quite a volatile week, right? Uh, that was the same thing with Sky as well, but as the market has recovered, secure chain has also recovered the same way. So we are doing good on that side. Hey, hello, GJS. Thank you for joining the show every time. And yeah, one second, let me get the Richie in. Hey, Richie. Yeah, we are live. How are you doing today?
I'm good
Welcome to the
yourself.
show.
Thanks for having me. You can
Oh,
hear me well, right?
okay. Now I can hear you. There was a technical issue on my side, man. Uh-huh. Okay. Sounds good, Richie. I can hear you well now, and you are live
Perfect.
on the show. How are you doing today, man?
I'm good.
Uh-huh. So, welcome to the season 5, episode 6. I was just discussing how the market has been doing in the last week. It was quite volatile week, but it also impacted Sky. But in all in all, you see that we have recovered also. So yeah,
Nice. No, this week's
um,
been a volatile week for sure, with Bitcoin
yes,
dropping back down to just under 70,000. Um, things seem like they're correcting and retouching old stability, old what is now support. And let's see what happens with Bitcoin and the rest of the markets for the next week or two, and see if we get a nice little bounce here at these levels.
yeah, and I mean, Richie, if you see, like it is going along like a lot of things are happening in crypto, right? And this exactly this particularly signifies this drop. That uh, what it means that what is the different how the Web3 ecosystem is different than the um, legacy system because we are a still new market. We are still at lower liquidity than if you compare it with the national exchanges and treasury bonds and etc. But that doesn't mean that Web3 is not getting along. We are every week, and with the stable coins growing super fast, and the predictions are uh, taking quite creating more adoption. The cards getting super success. So all in all, as an industry, we are doing good, and this was a very good correction also that it helps because I think this is something which I have noticed, Richie, that during the like the bull run also there is always it also hinders the innovation and new players to come in, whereas
Yeah.
the times like this is when um, this is the real reason where the innovation gets built in the uh, ecosystem. So I'm pretty sure that because of this correction, at least there will be more innovation coming into it. Because I personally see that it is always good to start new projects or new work um, during the dips. It always helps, right?
At the end of the day, everything is ebbs and flows. There's no straight up or down when it
Yeah,
comes to any of these markets. So we have to take this as the corrections as they happen for what they are. They're corrections. People come in at certain prices, and eventually they like to sell out and take profits,
Yeah,
right? So there's always going to be these pullbacks. That's just natural in the market. If you go back to any trading volume, any stats over the last several years, you look back at the big picture instead of looking at a small 1 day or a few day time frame. You see this all the time, and more violent than they are now, right? Our corrections now are nowhere close to what they were a few years back. They're a lot more tame because a lot more money in the market, right? It's a lot more. This market has become so much bigger than it used to be.
yeah, true, true. So all in all, I think this is really great. What's happening, and with this the new things which uh, new companies and the new innovations which are currently being built and being which are just coming up, they are also really promising. So yeah, all in all,
This time, like we said, I think we said this before in a different session. Um, the projects that build during these downtimes, right in between the next legs of the bull run and the bear markets, when things are slow and dull and feel like nothing's happening, the projects that build during that time and come out of these lulls with more tech, with a better project, with more tools for their the ecosystem, the network. Those are the ones that thrive in the end, right? Because they're not waiting for Bitcoin or any other crypto to pump or dump or the next bull market. They're building straight through all of these, and after every bull market and every bear market, they come out stronger on the other side because they were dedicated in building in between, right? They took these for what they are, opportunities to get bigger and to grow and to increase in size. While there's this lull, while there's these boring times in crypto, where Bitcoin and the rest are not jumping through new all-time highs and the rest. So I think it's important to see which ones of your projects are actively building and growing through these times, and not just waiting for the hypes of the volatile swings of a bull market, right? So it's important for that as well. But as a project, this is the time where you have to be building, you have to be growing, right? I think there's that saying where it's either you're growing or you're becoming smaller. There's no middle ground. There's no like stay the same. It's either you're getting bigger or smaller. So hopefully, most projects right now take advantage of this time and really push forward and build during this opportunity.
yeah, and that is the main reason also, Richie, that we are pivoting this, from just yeah. So this, sorry, let me just take this one question. So community, I think I've already seen that there are two of the messages. So regarding our L bank listing, which is getting like we are starting trading on L bank on February 12th, and that is correct, and there are no changes to it. It is as per plan. Okay, and the listing price would be decided depending on the dex price during that period. um, but there is a limit that until if we are not above 0.003, we will have to take into the consideration the opinion of the L bank team as well, uh, in finalizing the uh, launch price. So yeah, stay tuned. You will be able to, and the plan is as it is. There are no changes to the plan as of now. All right. We'll update again next Saturday. So stay tuned.
So, what can people do to help out when it comes to listing on Elbank?
Yeah. So what the best thing which the community members can do is get a hold of Sky Sentinels, because, and as I was discussing, like I was cut off due to this L-bank thing, but I thought let me clear it out so we can continue our discussion, because this discussion is very important. Okay, this really signifies the difference in our it really signifies that what we are like what secure chain as a project has in the basket, what we are going to be doing soon, right? Next, what's next, basically. So, as we were discussing, that just like you can see that the active Solana addresses increase almost like 115% amid this token launch frenzy. Now the reason is, see, this is adoption basically, and the second thing is we have Sky Army which does the same thing, and the second thing is Ethereum as still gas prices, they are working on it. But this is where we decided that so far all the utilities which we were building and we were focused on, that were only and only on Sky mainnet network. But why should we keep our vision to that only? Because now that has become kind of a parameter that, okay, if you are not on the Sky network, you cannot use that utility, then it becomes really hard to uh, get more adoption. Where else, why don't we kind of move, because Sky is multi-chain, right? Sky is available on 8 different networks, and what we can do is we can really start building more utilities onto it. And in order to do that, what we really need is a always a good bridge, right? We already have a good bridge, but let's be fair, it has its own problems, okay? And I have seen like the complaints of several community members in the group, but the reason I did not reply in the group is because I was busy building it, the solution for it. So the solution which I have built is, let me share my screen. So it's a light version of the bridge, and it's like a no nonsense, as simple as it possible. You simply just select, and it has only one thing, which is Sky, which you can transfer. So one Sky to one network to another network, you can migrate Sky super fast without any hassle. Um, and yes, there is of course 2% burn fee which goes. And right now here you can see that almost like wow man, 23.6 million Sky has been burnt on Sky mainnet. That's real achievement, guys. See, 200 million down from the Sky BSC and Sky Ethereum to the Rev Sky version, and this one, that from 700 million total supply down to 223 million, 223 minus point 6, so almost like what, 477 point some 4 million something Sky in like total supply left. Okay, and that's our power. Our power is deflationary in nature. So on the Sky mainnet, the deflation came from the gas fees, but we have seen that because we have a I mean that was not burning so much. So that was the reason we came up with the multi-chain ecosystem. So that's when we went multi-chain. You can see clearly that we have almost been able to burn 23 million Sky. Now what if we bring our utilities also on the different networks? So for example, Polygon, Base, and Ethereum, and Binance. I mean, these four are like also Arbitrum, Optimism. All 8 networks we can build different types of utilities. Okay, where the end of the day the fees will be paid in the Sky. And what would happen is, like, those Skies, other than the operational cost of that particular utilities, um, the rest of the Sky will be burnt. So that will increase our deflationary mechanism, and I'm pretty sure that that's always in the there is no better way to uh, distribute the profits than the burning, right, between the community. Bridging?
And the whole thought of having Sky on all these different networks, and every network has their pros and cons, their strengths and their weaknesses, right? Hence why there's so many different networks being actively used at the same time, when some are very vastly different than others. In consensus and speed and security and trust, there's so many different metrics when it comes to different blockchains, how they operate and their strengths, that it's kind of limiting your community to just one blockchain, just one network, just one resource doesn't help. Interoperability is very important when it comes to networks itself, and your ability to grow as a community, as a network in the sky, for example. You having that ability to take advantage of the pros of these other networks, like on and off boarding, off ramps, on ramps type thing, like the communities they've built over time, like Ethereum's community. It has a scaling problem, but it's also one of the biggest communities out there by far. So having the ability for Sky to be traded on all of these and not just one just helps strengthen Sky, right? Sky, if something were to happen with any network, it would still continue on the other networks, right? Because it's now even more decentralized than it was on just one network. So it's important to have that. It's important that people understand the strength of being interoperable and not just being well, not just being on one network, not just being available or able to use the resources and the pros and cons of a specific network, but many.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that, like, in a month we will have like hundreds of thousands of dollars in liquidity on all the networks. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that we will be available. And, one step at a time, as we build the utility on that particular network, we will always have the mechanism where it will be automatically up- updating the sky, like all the profits will either be burnt or will be going to the sky's liquidity. So yeah, that should ramp up our utilities and the value of sky much faster than just being limited to the sky mainnet network, and not being able to, because this was always one paradigm, right?
Hmm.
Where you are like, as a network, it is really hard to be, when it comes to the adoption, like when we are reaching more people. So why not?
Scarcity and
Yeah,
demand, right? You have both of those, and the value comes with it. So
correct. And I'm pretty sure, see, we have been here since 2.5 years, then I think we are doing something right. I'm not sure what we are doing right exactly, but I mean, it's not, otherwise it's really hard that crypto projects for to survive even like 6 months and a year. I mean, I've seen like billion-dollar blockchains going down in a 1 year or 2 year time spans. Okay, we just had blast scenario, if you remember. It's not been too much. So hype is good, but the real stability in the project,
value is there.
yes. I know that sometimes people are not happy, but there is also, we are doing our best possible, and we'll keep continue with this uh, changes, and trying to bring it, new things, and make life easy for our community and our systems faster and better. So yeah, that was my from my side today.
You want to maybe showcase the Sentinels um, pre-sale, the sale itself,
Yeah,
show people how they get those.
yeah, sure, let me show you. Give me a moment, guys. Meanwhile, I set up the
Yeah.
central node.
With every blockchain, market making is important. So being
Yeah,
able to do this and give the profits of that market making back to the community is extremely important as well, right?
true.
So anyone that's interested, that's an option you have. Uh, the ability to take part in the success and the stability of Sky
Yeah,
and be rewarded for doing so as well.
true. So, dear community members, this is available on BEP20 right now. Okay, total supply 60,000. Mint price is $5 per NFT. The total amount we are planning to raise for the market making is $300,000. Okay, and as I said, it will be 100% profit share, because we don't want to, uh, you know, be the financer. Like, we are not a finance company or anything. it's a community thing, right? Where usually all the project owners or the they actually generate the profit out of this. Okay, but instead we have decided that because we are a community owned project, the profits also should be shared with the community equally, right? And that should be the opportunities also should be shared with the community equally. So yeah, that is the reason we are bringing this. Okay, and market making. Richie, could you go over a simple idea of market making?
Basically, the balance of ebbs and flows. So when the market starts to drop too heavily, the market maker starts buying at the bottom. When it starts to go too volatile, then the market maker starts to take some off the top on the way up, right? So it kind of dampens the ups and downs and the volatility, right? And there's obviously a profit that in between those two marks that the market maker would make. Now, I'm not an expert by any means in market making, but it's generally supporting and taking some off the top at the top, right? Um, how would you best describe it, Sandeep?
Yeah. So I mean, of course, market making is as simple as you know creating the like deciding the price of the sky. Uh, okay, and the way it works is like you facilitate the liquidity for the traders who want to trade at that particular at the live price, so near the live price range. Okay, so like instead so it is a little bit different than putting your liquidity on decentralized exchanges. So that is one. I mean, they work in the concept is similar, but execution they are different. So yeah, uh, just think of it like you have staked your tokens somewhere, like on the DEX liquidity pools, and you are like instead of AMM, instead of your pools. But now with the decentralized exchanges, also you can do like with the V4, you can provide the specific range in which you want to use your liquidity, and you here also you are doing the similar thing. But yeah, this is the location, guys. Okay, the out of $300,000 raised, 80% will be allocated to the core trading capital, which will be directly. Also, market making is something which we are not will not be doing in house. So there will be a custodian who will be doing the market making. Okay, and initial liquidity provision, and we'll see what you know. These are the operational reserve funds, and yeah, this easy the way to get the Sky Sentinel is very easy. You just simply just come here, make sure that you connect your wallet. Okay. Sentinel. Okay. Yeah. So the mint will be active. It's not yet started, I think, but just after the show, the people will be able to just mint it. It's a very simple. Just it is as simple as swapping on the desk. It's just you approve one transaction and you get your NFT. And what it entitles you is it entitles you a title in the community of a sentinel, because this is not for now. Okay, but if you see 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, or 5 years down the line, this is something which will be like very rare to be able to hold. So yeah, I think it's not a I think it is a very good opportunity for all the long time community members to join the program. What do you see, Richard?
It's stability, right? It's what it represents. It's the supporting of the Sky trading,
Yeah, it is
and then
our project.
benefiting
Our
the community.
Yeah, exactly. And as a community, it is community's project, and the community should be able to make benefit of it. So yeah. Other than that, Richie, there is so many new updates coming on the Sky. So let me try if I can get something to show people regarding our new multi-chain DEX aggregator which we are building. Okay. But it's still in the development phase. We have been able to get the like so for now like very soon we will be bringing decentralized exchanges on all the big networks also, right? Our own one, because we have because we have an aggregator for because we are building, we have already completed building the DEX aggregator. So omni-chain DEX aggregator is something which is already built now. We already have that capability. Okay. And on all of these blockchains there are multiple decentralized exchanges. So I think DEX aggregator would really make it will increase the utility. And from the transaction fees we can always support the Sky liquidity and Sky burning as I was discussing. So yeah, that part also we are making very good progress. I think we should be ready to push it by the quarter two. But yeah, the start of the quarter two itself we should be able to push. Yeah.
Progress.
Yeah. And it's like that, man. Keep kicking every day. Okay.
One day at a time,
Yeah.
one task at a time, one project at a time, one app at a time.
Yeah.
And at the end of the year, you look back and see how many things you've completed,
So,
right?
so- and it's
As
like,
long as you're focused,
yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. Like the goal here is like just to keep building things and making sure that we make the community's life easy, and we create the tools for the community, we create the platforms for the community, and end of the day it's in the hand of community to whether use it or not, or how to use it, or how where to take it, right? So yeah, let's do our best.
Yep, 100%.
All right, everyone, I think we are about to reach the time. Richi, would you like to share anything?
Yeah, so at these times when you see the markets doing exactly what markets do, the ups and downs, the FUD coming in about Bitcoin and everything else, and the price getting a pullback like happens through most markets, it's important to look back and look at what you're holding and say, hey, why do I hold this? Um, what is it? What do I believe it's going to be? Because you having the certainty, the trust, the faith, the whatever you want to call it, on the projects that you're a part of, that you support, that you hold, like Sky, like One Day Evolve, like Ethereum, like Bitcoin, etc. Right? During these times is opportunities, right? To if you didn't get in at a certain price and you wanted to get more, these are the times to do it, right? Obviously, be reasonable and never spend more than you have willing to lose, right?
Correct.
This is not financial advice. But these pullbacks are opportunities. If there's nothing wrong with the product, then it's just a market swing. So I think these times are for us, it's times to build. And for investors and community members, it's time to get more if you can,
Yeah.
if you're in the position to do so responsibly, right? But once you go through so many of these like bear and bull markets and the ebbs and flows, it doesn't even affect you anymore.
Yeah.
You see this as a natural pullback, right? You don't feel that. Some people might be feeling that, oh my God, it's down by whatever it is, and you have to swing into action,
Yeah.
right?
True.
Um, we've seen Bitcoin go from 20,000 down to what was it, 2,000, and then all the way back up to 20,000, and then 60, then 80. Now we're at 60 to 70,000, right?
Yeah.
Um, these bull and bear markets get easier the more you go through them with experience,
Yeah.
right? For the new people, hang on. Nothing is wrong. It's not the end of the world. Things are happening as they're supposed to in these healthy and liquid markets that trade 24/7,
Yeah.
right? On every part of this world, different continents
Yeah.
that wake up and trade it and then go to sleep, and another continent wakes up and trades it as soon as that one stops, right? So there's a lot to be gained here. There's a lot to be understood. Take this as a learning curve when it comes to volatility of the markets and ebbs and flows,
Yeah.
but do not overwhelm yourself with times like now where you are stuck to a screen looking for the price of Bitcoin going up and down by 500 and feeling like that's going to affect your life
Correct.
significantly, right?
True.
Be responsible, but if you can't handle these moves, step away from the computer, step away from the prices, go do something else for a bit. Bitcoin and the rest will be here when you get back,
Yeah.
right? But your mental health is extremely important as well.
Of
And if you're that invested into these times and that afraid or concerned or taken back by it, sometimes it's best to step away and come back in a little bit, right?
Yeah. And I mean, I will tell you this. There are good indications also that now this time it would be much stable than last two rounds. Okay. So because of ETFs and like the standard fund managers, you know, going from 3% of their portfolio to almost like 20% of their portfolio. The swings are
Yeah.
about to happen. Yeah, because geopolitics really affect the markets a lot. It's not small, and we are right now in the turmoil situation where in the next couple of years we could see that, and the global level changes does not happen over the night. Okay, it takes time. There's a grind. There is a, I mean, there's suffering also involved in there. But I think during this is the these are the times when the real things get their meaning. So the sky is not something which is just for the bull run or during the high market or for the hype of blockchain. It is all about having creating the real utility. Okay, so yeah, I mean we are in the good shape, and we will keep getting better, and the market will do its job. We will do our job. Our job is to keep building, and it is community's job to decide what the price of the sky is. For me, as I've always said, right, the price of the one sky is always one sky because the utility is where the price or the value of the token comes from. So
And the people decide what that is,
yeah,
right?
definitely
At the end of the day, you guys are the only ones that influence what that's value, the value of that is by your spending, your holding, your interaction in the network in the community.
correct.
So if it's valuable to you, then you set whatever that. We don't set those prices.
Yeah,
We don't set what the value of these our coins and our networks
yeah,
are,
and this is the
right?
beauty
You
of secure chain. Like this is the beauty of Sky that from the start of the project, from the day one, from the fair launch till today, we have never decided the price of the Sky ever, not for a second, not even on the centralized exchanges. Okay, so yeah, because that's how it should work. Um, in market, everybody does differently. I've seen every project doing the hype of the price, and because it is a loophole, people take it. Like if you would be running a listed company, you would not be able to do that. But here in Web3 industry, people do a lot. But we have tried to make sure that we don't do the artificial trading, we don't do the hype, we don't do the pump and dumps to make sure that you know we just keep growing.
those are hollow
And
at
so,
the end.
yeah,
A lot of hype, a lot of yeah, 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 and then after that, lulls,
yeah,
where the hype is gone and people are sitting there like, "What did I just buy?" And then unfortunately, the substance wasn't there, the use case wasn't there, and it was just a marketing campaign to make you feel like this was the best option or the best token at that point in time, and a lot of people were behind it. But it was a great marketing campaign that they spent a lot of money paying to do so.
mm,
So, guys, look for utility, look for use cases. That's the strength, that's the long term success of a project is what they're actually doing and solving with their project, not just being a project, right?
Yeah,
So take that into consideration. Make sure that you guys keep up to date with updates of what the projects are doing, what they're building, actually building,
yeah,
and then go from there. Make the best decision with the information you have at hand.
definitely. Like today, we don't have Yogesh with us. If he would be here, he would have definitely shared his point of view and the work he is doing also, because he's doing an amazing job, and has promised us to onboard 100,000 new community members in upcoming months. So just imagine that. Like that is his commitment. I'm not saying that, but to have such community members, who are so working so hard and thinking about the project, that's really matters, right? Rich.
100%.
So yeah, we will be keep growing in the upcoming time. Meanwhile, I wish everybody very happy weekends and a productive week ahead. All right, we'll see you next Saturday 2 p.m. UTC sharp. Meanwhile, the regarding L Bank, uh, the situation could. I mean, right now there is no change as of now, but if there are any changes also, we'll be updating through the official channels. So stay tuned. Okay. All right, Richie. Um, over to you.
Sounds good. Take care, everyone. Till next time. Hopefully, everyone has a good week, end of your week, and a good start to next week. And we'll talk then.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Have a great weekend. See you next week. Bye bye.